know that feel.
I
And
have
that
sex
suffers
with
from
little
guilt.
boys to please the gods.
Should have said based and fertilized.
Based and fertilized poo. Can't talk about fertilizers since there's 25 FBI agents joining every hour in the server.
Yeah.
Hey, do you play Minecraft, fellow kids?
Oh,
Hello,
kids.
fellow incels.
And do you guys like listening to Columbine music too?
What the fuck is Columbine music?
He doesn't know.
I love Columbine music. All the other kids with the pumped up
Up
kicks.
kicks you better. God bless the mad lad who synced that up to the shooting video.
I heard a dance version of that in a club and was confused.
Yeah.
That song is so fucking. It's so perfect. Like everything about it should be vulgar, but it's not.
Because they made it mundane. Made it into a dance track.
Just everything about that being a dance track just ay ay ay.
6-shooter gun. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. It's so fucked.
It really just proves to what point their cattle, their fucking cattle, they will listen to that. Nothing will feel wrong.
All the other kids with the
With the pumped up kicks. Come on, dance.
Better run
You like this song, don't you?
faster than. Papa Nurgle covered my head in boils today. It's a nightmare.
I cut myself shaving and bled for like 3 minutes.
I didn't, because I haven't shaved in a few days. I didn't notice how many fucking bumps there were. But I just fucking shaved my head and face, and then it looked like I had been in like a fucking knife fight. There's just blood all over me.
Just another day in the square.
Just another day with your head.
Kids, you like memes? You like red pills? You kids don't like the merchants, right?
His name is also, it's a combination of the usernames of the Columbine shooters. Because you guys like that, right, fellow kids?
Bitter snowfall, and I will not become compost. What do they mean by this?
Let's see if he's posted since then. Am I not reading this right, or is he not in the server anymore?
I think he did leave.
Wow.
One of them left.
Oh.
That was fast.
Who was it?
Yes.
Guy joins. Hey, I know you're an FBI agent, but we'd love to play tabletop games with you. Leaves. Nothing is suspicious about this. Nothing at all.
See, that's why he's not actually FBI. because he's not actually playing table.
It's true. It's in the contract clause. You have to play tabletop with the terrorists.
How many tabletop games can you get the FBI to play?
We're gonna have to switch our strategy and be like, hey, if you wanna be a part of the guys, if you want to stay in the server, if you want to get into the inner circle, that'll be a good one. If you want to get into the inner circle, you gotta play house game. In before 40-something guy, I've never really done this before. What do I have to do?
I want to make an FBI agent make a character, and I want to read it.
Yeah, I'm at the office right now, so I can't be really loud.
They gotta make a character sheet, and then they gotta role play it for like 6 hours.
Like, just internet people yelling at him, that's not the right number of dice.
We need to switch our game up, lure them in. That feel you when you're luring FBI agents into in instead of the other way
Look at me.
around.
I am the government now.
Soviet Russia.
Just looking for group threads, just post that Discord link. They will come.
Is that really a Columbine smash up name?
Yes, Reb and Vodka were their internet usernames.
Interesting. Yeah, my impression was exactly that they gave him a list with like the memes and like a 2-line description of what each is. And the guy has to like study what the different memes are and memorize them. I feel bad for these agents.
You know what really bugs me?
They don't really know what they're getting into. Yeah,
I'm pretty
kind
sure.
of sad.
Pretty sure Grimoire is an actual chatbot.
I don't know what his thing is.
No, he's in other servers. He's one of those like witch Lamau fucking autists. Worship Stan, savior of the white rice.
I think he might be warp spawn.
Filthy warp spawn.
You say
Why
that,
are
but you
you
have
not-
a farm of them.
Why are you not in this server anymore, Kyler?
What server link?
Kyler's in every server.
No, he's not.
Servers in common.
Now he is.
See, he's in fucking Sheep Village and so on. Still in that shithole. I haven't checked. Let's see. Nothing.
Oh, they're gonna think that he came with them now.
Yeah.
Hello,
Did you
fellow
see
FBI.
That neurotypical guy was typing something and then he stopped as soon as Kyler joined.
Go missing Quilo.
Go be safe.
Vise Guido.
Run, better run.
What is that a picture of?
Roblox people.
That's a Nazi on the far right. You can see
That
he's
is
got
nuts.
SS on his coat.
Mm-hmm. They're celebrating Christmas. Typical.
Fucking a
Pagan
white
tree
male.
worship in the back.
And the one guy says that he is that one. What was all that shit? That group that was centered around the Danny Phantom shooter.
Oh,
Ghost.
the mouthwash fat Native American.
Yeah. One of them is.
I don't know if he's even in the server anymore.
He is now. He has a new account.
Yes, Sky Faggot.
Because he messaged me saying that he's on a new account. And I take it that they're all with him, or all of his friends from the agency.
I don't know if they let Native Americans join the FBI.
Glorified traffic.
You know, I bet he would play house games.
I don't know if I would want to play with him.
Fucking cultists and warp spawn make 4 players, but that doesn't mean they can't play. I'm sure they have wonderful ideas to share.
Well, they're going to be autistic for one thing.
Well, God forbid that somebody's autistic in a house game.
Not the good kind of autism.
All autistic incels will be put in the autistic incel closet.
Two CP. I'm actually. Ow. Goddamn. Tis Mchlimpo. Who wants free nitro? 1 million people have joined.
After just months of like person joining.
Let's
Go on.
see if
Post.
any made the invite.
I didn't make a new invite in a while. Yeah, it's I guess that link I put in that YouTube comment like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
One comment in one YouTube video.
Yeah, it's the source of all of this. Also,
2 months ago.
Also, I guess my Steam account.
The
You could just
incel
put
is
the
the
disco
devil.
in the description of every video you make, and then we just flood the server.
It used to be at the top. Was that before it got dabbed on?
Oh yeah, it was on the YouTube channel banner. Kinda don't want that many retards joining.
You already have 100 people on the channel in the server.
None of them talk.
Yeah, they all just lurk
None of them
and
talk.
collect data for their algorithm.
Scary skeletons.
Seeing as Grimoire is not an AI, that means I'm right about humans being chatbots. So I have 3 dots in mind. That's a free dot, I say.
I can't help but agree. Put yourself down for 4, for effort.
Oh, wow. What are you going to do with 5 dots?
The Talmud is like the player's guide on arguing with the GM in real life.
Yes, which is why you refer to me as Game Rabbi. When you make a rabbi character and you argue with the GM, that's just your rabbi character arguing with God.
That's the way to run a mage game.
Pretty sure that transcends spheres. That's a
I
racial
forgot that I'm
ability.
supposed to do a mage game in October.
Arguing with God for a parking spot.
What did you say, Kyler?
I'm supposed to do a mage game in October.
We've been supposed to do a mage game for months.
I told Kristen I'd do one.
Years.
Someone has to actually fucking do it. And he did
Wheelchair
it in like
retards.
6 months of
Wheelchair retard. Gang, 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 gang,
Either
gang.
wheelchair
gang.
retards
No
or
rules.
actual Nefandi game.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Wheelchair retards.
Interesting.
Steal my idea.
I mean, I don't know who's all gonna be in it. I mean, maybe you guys. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Just
You should
run.
make people play wheelchair retards.
Just make a normal game and then we will play as wheelchair retards in it.
I want to do it
Run
like I want to do it right.
Wheelchair retards first, TM, and steal all their thunder. You guys
wanna
wanted to play
represent-
mage.
I want to represent mage society is the big thing.
Mage society.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be the best person to do it because you're the least autistic about the setting.
Fucking. It depends. Like I could do Cult of Ecstasy pretty good. I could maybe do Sons of Ether as well. I'd have to read on others, but Christian wants to play a fucking technocrat, which is going to be a goddamn nightmare.
Well,
I would
that's
play
easy.
technocrat.
You do the Sons of Ether game, and it's just waves after wave of Men in Black coming after one Aetherite because he plugged the wrong thing into the wrong socket,
I mean, that can
and then just have
absolutely
everybody
happen.
who's the technocracy be the Men in Black.
That could happen, but he wanted to be like a void engineer.
What a loser.
I like
What a
it.
fag.
I don't like if you're doing a technocrat, I need to understand some of the actual science behind it. Whereas with like Sons of Ether, all you do is throw scientific sounding words and not even the correct ones most of the time, and just pretend that you're actually a
Dude.
scientist.
The sun is a light bulb.
I mean,
Sun is unironically a giant light bulb that we leech energy from, and it's running out.
well, you can do what actual technocrats do and just know a little bit about, just a little bit about science and engineering and take psychedelics.
It's more about being, like I said, representing the society. So if you want to be like a void engineer, okay, cool. You answer to other void engineers, and then beyond that, you guys are beholden to, the higher ups of the technocracy. I think there's a timetable, but I can't remember the name of the guys in charge of that.
I understand.
Inner circle.
Yeah. I
Might be
understand
Inner
that
Circle.
they would have to, because because in house games I'm playing as a technocrat, unawakened. I want to maintain the consensus and not piss off my superiors. So I know that void engineers get hosed down to spray off radiation and anything else, and they get interrogated and shit.
They're hard. They seem like they're either going to be a blessing or it's going to be the most difficult because they're the only convention that occasionally allies with the traditions. But I don't know what type of void engineer he's going to play because there's a good chunk, maybe even half of void engineers that if the technocracy at large knew what they were up to, they'd be executed.
Yeah, that's the thing you should do with his character is that when he goes back, he may just get shot for whatever he did.
I don't know what type of character he's going to end up playing. If he plays the type who should be executed, I can probably pull that off. But if he wants to be the executioner, my fuck, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, my NWO guy, like I may execute a player for violating the consensus. If that means
NWO does information, I believe, right?
they also are the Men in Black.
Yeah. I could be completely wrong, but I think they are the dudes who send out hit squads. They just buy tech from other people.
Yeah, they get.
Well, everybody
iteration
has
X.
hit squads. The NWO are the ones who monitor and then have the first response teams.
Yeah,
The
if,
people who
but
knock on your door and disappear you are NWO.
yeah, if they need more firepower, they call the Iteration X and progenitors to send some cyborgs and power armor to nuke an Aetherite fortress.
Well, not even. It's just your
Yeah.
standard CIA spook is NWO, and then when other shit starts happening, like Black Hawk helicopters doing circles over your mushroom field, that might be someone else.
No, it's like if you have up to a 5-star wanted level, it's NWO. If you have 6, then you get Iteration X, Void Engineers, and Progenitors on you.
And then the technocracy just Ragnaroks you.
Yeah.
I love that IDX considers all of the Cult of Ecstasy war criminals.
Which they are.
I
They
like
want to round them up and do a Nuremberg trial. It's fucking wonderful.
also the NWO is the most anal about maintaining the consensus. I'd say Void Engineers.
Void
like
engineers are fucking crazy.
They're like they like do crazy shit, but when the Void Engineers come back to a construct that gets screened out the ass, in case an Eldritch God made a pact with them.
I know that there's. They found like a completely different dimension, which I'm guessing is just some kind of umbral realm. But they're like Void Engineers are actively at war with aliens, and no one else but the Void Engineers know about it.
Yeah. Well,
There's no consensus in space.
They also have alien allies and shit.
Do they know?
Yeah, there's like a brief mention that they have aliens allied with them. And
Alien is just code word for Umbrood.
If you asked me, I would say their allies are reptilians. Because
reptilians are a very specific thing. They exist in the setting. In the context of Mage, they're only really relevant to Sons of Ether.
Generally, the reptilians are like a technologically advanced race. It's been so for millions of years.
According to the Son of Ether book, they were like a precursor race. They were the intelligent species before humanity, and then they got fucking destroyed by the worm.
I'm sure World of Darkness has its own interpretation.
Yeah. Like reptilians are the ones who spoiler, Atlantis is real, reptilians built it.
We just read a wiki that has something. One of the big beginning points of humanity is the Atlantean Holocaust. And reptilians are the biggest antagonist to humanity in their entire existence before they got to Earth. And they have space travel for millions of years and shit.
Space isn't real, and space definitely wasn't real 6,000 or millions of years ago.
What about
and
alien
it's all code
consensus?
for Umbrood.
What about alien consensus?
It's just normal.
Aliens don't have souls.
Umbrood don't generate consensus.
What about?
Now I think of it, I wonder if Umbrood can use mage spheres, if that exists anywhere.
They can. They can.
How would that work?
We just fought a Yoda
A mage
card.
that stays in the Umbra for, I think, more than 3 months, or somewhere arbitrary. A mage that stays in the Umbra for too long becomes an Umbrood. A mage that becomes an Umbrood is still a mage in the Umbra.
I can see what you're saying, but calling them Umbrood is, I would say, a point of contention.
Yeah. But in effect, you can do sphere shit in the Umbra, and it is very different.
Yoda car with telekinesis from Mind Sphere. We had to fight.
All the shit Kitsune rambles about 24/7.
He showed me a regiment for harnessing the meditation I'm trying to do. Because I'm gaining another dot in spirit from it. But I have to work on my breathing technique.
Okay, Joe Rogan.
What a mad
1 dot
man.
is knowing, 2 dots is doing, 3 dots is being.
I am in the do, as it is.
Once you do as you breathe, you are.
Yep, I'm getting the 3rd dot.
I should do a game with a mage in it. Give me a little bit of prep work on running mage.
I'm gonna do a game with a mage in it, and I'm gonna do it better than I did last time.
That terrifies me.
That's pretty
Last
sure.
time I was fucking terrified.
Yeah, we were gonna. Yeah, he easily could have killed us.
I should have. There was gonna be. Well, I really should have.
I think we did a decent enough job getting the jump on the dude. That was literally the only thing I had going for me.
You randomly
I mean, I
ran
think it
into.
was. Say again, TM.
What was this mage encounter like?
On the surface, not too complex, but it was fucking terrifying to play through.
I found it we were on top of the London Bridge Tower, and he had mind and forces and time.
Yeah, time was the scary thing because occasionally Winnie would just go, "Okay, it's his turn," and I knew that that was not an initiative, but there's no way I can argue against this.
Public places get you killed really, 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 really fast if mage rules apply.
Yeah.
It was in a remote area. We were only gradually gaining attention of everyone.
It was 2 a.m. and you hadn't gotten attention until you got it, and then you had it.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about that. The one thing I think you could have improved on with him, Winnie, is yes, mages absolutely with enough arete can do stuff without foci, and that's fine. But having them do it with foci not only lowers their difficulty, but it just fucking straight up looks cooler.
Oh no, I'm completely aware. I read that part, and it's pronounced foci.
Fuck you. It's pronounced however I want it.
No, you're wrong.
What's the plural of foci?
Foci is the plural.
Yeah, foci is plural. Singular is focus.
Yep. Focus. Foci.
That's right. Foci. It's like some kind of baked good.
Pokai.
Baked Jews.
I had. Let me try and see if I have the character sheet still. I'm sure I do. Because I wrote down foci that he had.
I've never been too creative with it.
Oh, hang the DJ.
Honestly, for like an antagonist, if you just want to do standard mage, I think Verbena are pretty fucking terrifying.
Yeah, because they could just tell you to have sex, and you have to kill yourself for being an incel.
No, that's the Cult of Ecstasy. Verbena are blood witches.
Yeah, but their rituals are sex based, and if a sleeper interrupts them, yeah, they're the sex witches. Sex is a part of it. So is the sacrifices.
No. I just the idea of you attacking this dude and he starts cutting his own face open and suddenly reality doesn't work. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, if you interrupt their sex rituals, they can tell you to have sex, and so then you have to kill yourself or you get lynched by other sleepers.
Alternatively, you could do a virtual adept and find a way to pull people into the fucking internet world, because then it just turns into an anime.
Then I release
What I
my.
should have done there is have the gun immediately explode, and then have a car, the backdraft of the car, just knock you off the bridge. That would have been cerebral.
I don't remember what all he got off. I know he made the gun explode.
Gun explode, time, self-healing.
Was he healing himself?
He healed himself
Did
repeatedly.
that once, yeah.
I remember dumping mags into him at least 3 times.
I need to stop doing that.
Doing what?
Letting people heal themselves. That's
I'm gonna fucking heal myself as the engineer from now on. I can run away and heal in the ground.
You mean stop letting your NPCs heal themselves?
Yes.
Yeah, I tend to agree. It's fine if it's like vampires spending blood or werewolves using rage. But other than that, do what I do and what I suspect most people do, and just don't let the players ever fight one thing alone. They don't need to heal themselves when there's fucking 5 of them. They don't even have to be like the same power level because fucking any idiot with a stick is a genuine threat. So it can just be like one big nigga and 5 dummies that work for him, and they're still fucking terrifying.
Have them fight a Master Blaster kind of mage, like in Mad Max, where there's like a big nigga doing I don't know what the shit is for raw strength, probably life and mind, and then he has this person on his back just constantly healing him. You're fucked.
Yeah,
But
in this
protest.
version of Lizard Wizard, the True Faith nigga was using his faith rating as soak.
Nice.
So they would shoot him, and they would hit him, and they would do, 5 levels of lethal damage, and it wouldn't do any damage.
That's a gooder. God damn, I'm getting stupider by the day. That's a good way to handle it as well. Just giving them soak dice.
I thought I did that one well.
Especially like I figured out pretty quickly that dude had true, but it was fucking terrifying when he was just doing magic on me.
Yeah, when you don't know what somebody's doing in
Yeah.
or out of character, it is terrifying.
This fucking all evidence suggests he should be dead. I stabbed him in the throat, and you're just like, no, he soaked it.
He's fine. He's actually fine. You are pretty sure you hit him with your gun, but there's no evidence that you did. So you must have missed. You didn't miss, but you must have.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Hmm.
Do you use that true faith power where you can just be like, no, and you can't approach?
Yes, I did.
I love that one.
And it worked. Greed's character ran away, and then Spiral Dave got affected by it, and he decided that he didn't actually want to kill the True Faith nigga.
I got a part of him in a bottle in my freezer.
What are you going to do with that?
I don't know. I might stick some of it in someone at some point.
That is a good game to run for giftlets.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, finally make it work where I run house games like I would run Shadowrun. And the more I think about it, the more Mage run autistically in a non everybody is a superhero way. It just looks like Shadowrun. It just looks like Shadowrun without the magic. Ironic. Or maybe just a little magic, and all of it is coincidental. So it's kind of a supernatural thriller mixed with Shadowrun, but brought to the modern day.
I've been thinking I'm gonna bring Mr. DeFries into the world of darkness.
Who?
The character I played in Shadowrun.
Ah,
The elf-hating Canadian was probably the cerebral character to play for that mission.
fuck elves.
Metaphorically. Not literally, because that's gay.
Gay, 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 gay.
Based and semen pilled.
Nightmare shit.
Dab, 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 dab.
I miss Only War.
It died because you couldn't fucking run it anywhere near
You
a
didn't die.
reasonable hour.
You just quit playing. But you didn't die.
Yeah, I know. And I would play it. See, right around this time is when the game would start.
Yeah. We hit a decent endpoint.
Speaking of, I'm going to sleep because it is 5 in the morning.
Okay.
Uh, 11 o'clock.
Yeet.
What an absolute nightmare. Oh boy. Yeah, if you want to run this tomorrow, that would be great.
What time you thinking?
Afternoon, evening,
Mm,
probably evening. I mean, I'd be good to do it this time tomorrow.
Maybe I'll see.
Yeah,
I have no idea what I'm doing.
because this has just been an absolute
Yeah.
nightmare the last 48 hours.
Get some sleep, my dude.
I'm gonna try.
I might try and write up Roach Town.
Ah. Ah. I'm out.
Alright. I'm gonna take off too for a bit.
Alright.
Later.